You ever feel invisible in your own life? Like someone just waltzed in and took everything you built, and smiled while doing it? That was me, standing in the driveway of a house I'd been paying for, while my own brother threw me out like I was nothing. My name is Aiden, and I thought I had it all figured out. I'd been working for years to make that house a home, the country place my parents bought, for the family. I'd been paying the mortgage every month for 18 months. Meanwhile, my younger brother, Ryan, 26, reckless, charming, and entirely irresponsible, was living there rent-free, treating the house like it was his own personal playground. The deal was simple, or so I thought. If I needed the house, even for a weekend, he'd clear out. 3 days before my birthday, I sent him a message. Nothing fancy, just a heads up that I'd be coming up with some friends, and a little tidying up would be appreciated. The message turned red. No reply. I shrugged. He knew the drill, or so I hoped. Friday night, my car rolled up the long driveway. Already, I knew something was wrong. Lights blazing, music shaking the walls. Bass so heavy it made my chest thrum like a drum. I glanced at my friends, their eyebrows rising. Looks like Ryan started without us, one of them joked. I forced a smile, but inside, my stomach twisted. I knocked. Nothing. Louder. Still nothing. My patience snapped. Ryan. I yelled. Open the door. It's Aiden. My friends shuffled behind me, awkward, embarrassed. I called him. Ring. Ring. Nothing. I pounded on the door, fists and feet, like a lunatic, until finally, his voice rang out over my phone. What now? Minutes later, the door swung open. Ryan, disheveled, wine glass in hand, that glazed, wasted look I knew too well, stood before me. And behind him, 20 strangers packed into the living room, all laughing, drinking, oblivious. What the hell is this? I demanded. I told you I was coming for my birthday. Change of plans, he slurred, shrugging. This is my party. You're not welcome. The door slammed. Lock clicked. My friends froze. My stomach dropped. My own brother had just kicked me out of my house, on my birthday. I called my mom. Mom, he won't let me in. This is my birthday, and he's... Maybe you should just leave, Aiden, she said flatly. Wait, what? Dad's voice came on next. The house belongs to Ryan now. You need to respect that. I was speechless. Respect it? I'd been paying the mortgage, every month, for a year and a half. When did this happen? I demanded. Why didn't anyone tell me? No discussion needed, Mom said. It's his now. You need to leave. I stared at my friends. My birthday was ruined. My own family had given away the house I'd been supporting, and I was standing in the driveway like a trespasser. I shouldn't have been shocked. This started 2 years ago, when Mom and Dad bought the house. I'd questioned the finances, reminded them how tight money had been, suggested renting it out temporarily if they needed help. But Ryan needed a chance, they said. He needed support. So I covered the mortgage, groceries, utilities, even gave him $500 a month to live like a king. Meanwhile, he never worked consistently, never contributed, threw parties, and laughed while I balanced my paycheck on top of theirs. Every call, every reminder, ignored. Every excuse, they justified. I was the adult. I was the provider. And yet, here I was, locked out on my birthday, treated like I didn't exist. The next morning, hangover pounding, clarity hit me like a hammer. I logged into my banking app and canceled everything. Mortgage? Gone. Ryan's allowance? Gone. Parents' groceries? Gone. Utilities? Gone. Not a word to anyone. For days later, chaos erupted. Mom screaming down the phone, Ryan begging for money, threats, guilt trips. I stayed calm. You told me the house belongs to him, I reminded them. You told me I wasn't welcome. So why am I still paying for it? Ryan's drunken threats at my door. Ignored. His screams, his kicks, his insults, meaningless. I wasn't going to finance my own humiliation anymore. Months passed. No calls, no messages, no manipulation. Silence. Peace. For the first time in years, I realized something: being family doesn't mean you have to be exploited. And maybe, just maybe, the real celebration wasn't a birthday, or a house, or a party. It was finally standing up, finally taking back what was mine, and refusing to be invisible ever again.